Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hold on. Make sure the TikTok live pulls up. Okay, there we go. And one up Tickfinity. Amazing. All right, we're getting into it. So we're gonna play the third and final game in the Phoenix Wright trilogy. I've still got the Apollo Justice trilogy to do, so we'll be Ace, and there's the one that takes place in like early 20th century Japan. So we'll do that one also. But for now, we're playing the last one with Phoenix Wright, which is very sad. I've come to really love Phoenix and Maya. I think, I mean, he is a character in the Apollo Justice games, but this is sad, but also fun. And I've got a fun video idea for when I finish the Phoenix Wright trilogy. But yeah, we're starting Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Let's get into it. Turnabout memory. Whoa! Check out Phoenix's chain. All right, gangsta. The fuck? This was not a style choice I ever expected from him. Okay. Huff. What the fuck is he huffing? Phoenix, you got a chain, you're huffing. Whoa, why? Why did I do that? Look at this stylish little scarf. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your own sake. If you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. What girl? Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Okay. 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. Okay, so we're throwing it back to the Mia Fey trial. I'm gonna pull up my YouTube chat just in case, because last time my stream chat wasn't working. It was very concerning. Okay, April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Whew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Is this going back to what we originally? Okay, I need to. Where's the? I'm gonna pull up the horizontal version to get the chat, just in cases if it doesn't work again. Okay, ahem! Oh, Mr. Grossberg. He's got a new suit. He's got a red suit now instead of his tan suit. He decided not to be casual like Obama. Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed. Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. So sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, it's Mia Fey, not Maya Fey. Oh, throwback to... Oh, are we playing as Mia? Still. You surprised me with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too. Are we defending Phoenix? Like, throwback? Whoa. This is cool. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Cough, sniffle. Oh, it is Phoenix. I just want to say... This is a new... It's right. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way. I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please let go of my shirt. Cough. That's right. He's the... Okay. Wow. First, hello. Felix eats all. My God. I promise I can read. Welcome. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. Okay, well, the chat's working. I closed my phone. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. She back! But this time, I'm going to win! For my client, and for myself. Let's go. Aw, look at Phoenix's little cute sweater. I want that sweater. That would be good merch. Capcom. As if they give a fuck about the Ace Attorney series anymore. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Oh my God, this guy, he's back. But with worse hair. Oi. That hairline. He was really trying to save it. The defense today was Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading to the defense. I can't read today. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing right next to you? Yes, well... You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Of course, Your Honor. I see where Phoenix gets it from. It's like that meme with the Gucci backpack that's like falling apart and it's like, give up already. That's his hairline, man. Oh. Well, I can't believe a veteran like me is to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. Whoa, I bet he likes to do that. All right. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. Sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Yeah, I mean, he was right there. We're fucked. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Hee. Your reputation for sagacity. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm gonna have to. Should I look it up? You know what? Let's promote literacy and look this word up on the dictionary. Oh my God, it's a rough day for Olivia. Sagacity. The quality of being sagacious? Well, that doesn't help. Okay, sagacious. Having or showing an ability to understand difficult ideas and situations and to make good decisions. Oh, so like being a good judge. Okay, discerning wise. All right, word. Sagacity. Okay, I pronounced it right. I'm a genius. Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that the victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question, huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will. Perfect opportunity. What is that? The cause. Go on. Okay. This is the tutorial, so they're gonna teach me how to, like, pull up the court record. Blah, blah, blah. I wish I could not skip the tutorial, but, like, all of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data in there and think carefully before you answer, my dear. So let's read the... Oh, can I... Okay, a fatal electric shock. Electric shock! I've got to stay calm. I can't let the prosecutor get the better of me. Alright, let's see. The court record. Okay. Alright. Okay, I checked the court record. Electrocution. That's so random. The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there's one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Alright. Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all of... Why is he such a dick? Why would the defense want to get out the bad blood? That just seems stupid on our part. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with the R1... Okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Alright, they have a shared ex. Ooh, they're Eskimo sisters. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This voice acting shit is hard. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. I can't get over the fact that his name is Mr. Swallow. Oh my god. Did she? Or was that the source of the breakup? Ah! Alright. Alright, we'll be mature. Clearly she has some part to play in this story. Oh, I bet. He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. Alright, let's see. It's weird to see Phoenix on the stand. That's crazy. Crazy town. He looks a little too jovial, to be on the defense. Oh, yes, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect. Oh, achoo. I was a university student. Mr. You understand that you are suspected of the death of your fellow student, but I didn't do it. I mean, this did I tell you? I'm telling you I was... It seems the witness has something he wants to say! Alright, away, Your Honor. Okay. Here we go. I admit I was there, but I'm not the killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. I don't think calling the victim stuck up is really gonna help you, Phoenix, but alright. It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And what would that be? Oh. Cross-examination. Alright. Let's get into it. You say you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? Achoo! Cough! Achoo! It was some other students that notified. Man, did I ask you? Other students? That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock. If he was in shock, then clearly it was a surprise. No? Achoo! Achoo! Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body, but I hardly knew the guy to begin with. So, you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right. Well, no. That is, I mean... Bro, spit it out. Well, I guess I did know his name. I heard he used to date Dolly. Who is this Dolly person? Oh, Dahlia. But that's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Real helpful. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. Why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Yeah, that's a fuck up. Well, Mr. Wright... Ah, no, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Yes, well... Okay, so he was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true. Cross my heart. Well, how do we know he's stuck up? Brother! This judge is so dumb. Who is Union Bro. Are you serious? As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Of course there's a contradiction here. I know how this works. I admit I was there. When you say there, you mean the place where the... Well, duh. Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened. Anyways. Yeah. Man! Something you can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence. What were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. Mr. Swallow. Who was the... They had Jack Hammer and now Doug Swallow. Like, why do so many Ace Attorney characters sound like porn stars? It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. A coincidence, huh? I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. You say you found the body, so who called the... Oh, okay. We went through this one. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. Should I object with this? I might as well try it. Okay. That's not it. Sometimes I think I have it and then I don't. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Oh, he's not wearing a Union Jack on his... Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right on there on his back. Miss Faye, there's some point in this line of questioning. Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body, but if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You would have no idea what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Bro, don't lie to me. Please forgive me. What? Oh my god, Phoenix. Cold Killer X. Yeah, that's right. It kills cold good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Hee! Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. Uh-oh, was it with the body? Oh, no! Yo, what's up? I see you in the chat. Yes, but even I've got a bottle Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work.
There's no doubt as to what this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to.
I mean, that would be his voice. Yes, Mia Fey. She's not dead right now. Crazy times. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. Oh, shit. Sensing his murderous intent, picked up... Where would he have gotten the bottle from? I'd like to present this photo bottle as evidence. Why would he know that? Oh, my Botox. Oh, my poor hemorrhoids. Oh, my God. Grossberg. He's so funny. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, I went back and found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 to 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Okay. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I highly find your current testimony many more credible.
Like an electric current? I'm guessing that was the joke. Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination. Phoenix. I went because he called me. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. This Dolly person is she's my sweetheart. Dahlia Hawthorne was also a lover of the murder victim Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. I gotta admit, I was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. I feel like this was an accident. So you are absolutely certain that you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure. That's the time the class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Okay. I feel like that was I gotta ask about it again. Okay. So what was it you were talking about? You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime. Yeah, I don't trust that. Then, later, when I went back, I found him lying there. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright, did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Yeah, okay, Phoenix. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. Is it rather usual to catch a cold at this time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. Okay, so he lost it. You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the 2 of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Ehehe. Okay. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed. Okay. Was it Mr. Swallow indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere. Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high-voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Okay, so that establishes, I think, that there was the possibility of an accident. Whoa, whoa. The sexism? You can get mad at me for being a noob. But the sexism? I'm not gonna put up with that, Mr. Payne. Okay, so he doesn't know how the murder happened. Should I establish a murder? Should I take the risk? can't right now. Okay. Alright, well, that was the wrong answer either way. Alright, let's figure it out. Why would she have forgotten about that? Yeah, the cable. As the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. Well, naturally, it's right here. A severed electrical cable, I believe. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. I don't understand how nobody's like, this must have been an accident. What? His fingerprints are on the cable? Oh. Oh, you mean the umbrella. Oh, that's what he's saying. My hemorrhoids never lie. The show's over me. That's a crazy thing to say. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further... whoa, whoa, whoa. Your honor. Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. Alright, he's gonna say it. He's gonna speak up. I did it. What? I mean, I pushed him. It's my fault. What? So he killed someone? Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Wait, please. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, Miss Faye. I believe in you. Okay. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried. His hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake? When did this game come out? When I pushed the victim. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried, so I went back, but he was just laying there, dead. Well, the explanation is quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. Wouldn't this be manslaughter, though, not murder, even if it was? But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, I would have noticed it. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper, gave him a shove. How did he fall over then? He dropped the umbrella. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. Of course it's important. No, because the proves that the crack wasn't the electricity. Why does Mia keep punching him? He's got hemorrhoids, Mia. Leave him alone. Okay. A little while after I left, it started to get worried. After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes, I did. I admitted I was furious. Well, yeah, but like I said, I got worried about him later. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead. At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime? Oh, no. Okay, so he landed on top of the umbrella, but in the picture of the murder, he's next to the umbrella. So that's gotta mean something. So let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, there's the umbrella. It's broken. Let's see if this works. Why didn't you testify the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, it would have been able to counter the prosecution's argument earlier. Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. Boom. Okay. Got him. There we go. That's my noggin. I've played enough of these games to know. Mr. Payton, the umbrella in this photo. Where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately. There we go.
But the umbrella could simply have been blown away by the...
If it was under him, no, it couldn't have. Yeah, he's getting stressed. Uh-oh. He has another witness. Dahlia? This is news to me. Oh, I bet she did it. I bet she did it. Alright, let's see what Grossberg has to say. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. She'll save me, I just know she will. Why do you think that, huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. She was not the love of his life. Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dahlia and we first met about 8 months ago right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side anyway. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set my eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave me this the day we met as a symbol of her... Okay, so she was like, she jumped into it real fast. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off up before she said, I want you to carry this. She's sus. That's a little much for the first time you meet someone. Murder in the courthouse? Okay, so she's a serial killer. Oh boy. I think she's a serial killer. She's like a Black Widow type, you know, killing boyfriends. Alright.
The next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Oh. Why she got her umbrella in court? Oh, and there's butterflies around her? Oh, and they're probably all into her. You radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Oh, brother. Oh, he's sweating. Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
Oh my god, you idiots. Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Shut the fuck up. Oh, you know what? Is her name Dahlia to be like the Black Dahlia? I bet that's it.
I know she's guilty.
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble... Man, fuck you! I don't like this bitch.
The honor is all mine!
No, the honor is all mine! Well, we know whose milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard! Yo, this one's a lot more modern. Sir.
Is there something I can help you with?
Just go and say what's on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it. Yes. I can see why you'd say that. Uh-oh. I'm worried about her. I had been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students. They called the authorities. But I would never. Tee, you haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey. She knows us? It's good to see you again, Madam Fey. I'm no one's grandma yet, girly. Oh boy. This one's a piece of work. Alright. I've been planning to go back to Feeney's place after the class was over. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeny, I mean Mr. Wright, as in the art department. It is in the art department. That's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryu poetry. Oh, wonderful. Isn't that humorous yet satirical style of haiku? Yes. Okay, that's the one thing the judge seems to know. I guess it's just like he's supposed to be old and out of touch. But like, for real? That's the one thing he knows? Nothing left to do when a man reaches this age. Sleep is his best friend. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area. That makes sense. How else would you enter teleportation? Feedy and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. So who's this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry, Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow, and Mr. Wright talking about anyways? How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. Oh, shut the fuck up. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie. What? There's no need to try and cover it for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Oh, Jesus. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. She's just pretending to protect him. Why would she grab the other students if there wasn't anything wrong? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seemed to know what was going on. How could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. They all seemed kind of excited about something. Yes, I was so panicked. Okay, Feeny and Dougie, they were time behind the building. I didn't see the moment you pushed Dougie. Okay. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground, but you didn't see the push? Okay. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break. Literally. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. I went to go find some other students. Why did they call the authorities? I don't know what to press on. You just saw him spontaneously fall? No push? I'm so confused. So she did not hear the umbrella? I'm so, like, obviously she's lying, but I don't know which one to go after. I have Phoenix's testimony, so... Hey, Feeny and Dougie didn't hear anything unusual. I'm gonna go with the umbrella. Oh, come on! Okay, fuck. Alright, let me go with... Where's Phoenix's testimony? A loud sound when it happened. You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes. That's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? I hate this man. May I have a moment to answer? By all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time. The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor was ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put on my headphones to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony.
That doesn't help him. There was lightning. Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Did you notice she said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? I mean, I'd been saying accident, but like... Is anyone gonna, like, Google if it actually had lightning that day? Alright. I'm going with the accident thing.
I've heard that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day of that location.
Okay, so this bitch is a liar. That bitch a liar. This affidavit. The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in the lab. If you knew she wasn't a reliable witness, why not ask them? He just thought she was hot. So annoying. Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy. Okay, well, something... Okay, well, I think this bitch murdered him. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have been snapped if it had been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Oh! I think she did it. It says who or what. But I feel like it's a what? Is it the necklace? The old power cable broke due to some sort of impact on 4-9. Was it the umbrella? Huh. Well, it seems like I've got unlimited chances, so I might as well try everything. Okay, so it's not that either. Okay, I'm just throwing. I have no idea what caused the cable to snap. What the fuck? It can't be the Cold Killer X, can it? I'm genuinely so fucking confused. Hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to figure out desperately what could have snapped this cable. I'm so confused. Earth Druid Wolf. Do you know what caused the cable to snap? I'm so confused. Ah! Do we go with this? I feel like I'm trying everything. I don't want to say Phoenix broke the cable, but I feel like that's the only thing I've got left. Oh. Well, that doesn't look good for Phoenix. So the cable broke when he got pushed into it, but that's not when he died. So when did he die? Doe. Okay. So he was murdered. We're back to the murder. It's not an accident. Okay, I really was like, it can't be Phoenix. I guess it has to be Phoenix. Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them. What the? Please, just once more. Okay, now she's gonna say Phoenix did it. She's pretend like she's lying for him. Oh, she's crying now. Lord. The truth is, Phoebe pushed him twice. The first time he was into the... Oh, okay. Oh, now she's... Fucking lying bitch. I'm so sorry, Phoebe, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Oh, Lord. This lying, scheming. Miss Hawthorne, previously your testimony said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Phoebe. So that's why you basically lied to the court. I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge, would you please forgive little old me? Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury. Oh. The first time was in the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole. I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be. Oh, really? But I never imagined that he could cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad. Okay. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched the scene unfold. What? I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their own. What?! That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, there also were prints on the back of the jacket? Well, no, there weren't. Madam Faye, may I suggest you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind. Like what? Just body slammed into him? Okay, wait, hold on. What does the time say? A fight to the death she knew nothing about? I know. Homegirl is lying. That's 12... It's like, 3:05? There's no way it took place in less than a minute. Got her. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered the power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55. Boom, got her ass. Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. See? You see it right. She's a liar. This is nonsense. The real murderer... Yeah, you heard me right. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer? I got her ass. Boom. Got her ass. After Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Ah! How could you say something so mean, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything. Of course, the judge is gonna be... Phoenix is first. Hold it. Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. What? Oh my god, you fucking idiot, imbecile, dumbass motherfucker. Do not be pussy whipped like that. Just get up. Stand up. Sorry, someone texted me. Oh. Nah, it's not an urgent text. Okay, that boy, he's gotten himself way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You'd better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Her boyfriend died? Oh my god, she's gonna cry. Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Bitch, yes! Girl! But you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this!
Weep. How could you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for my poor little me to bear. Ah, I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth would her motive be. Well, he was telling her that she was bad news and he knows something that she didn't want him to know. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason. Very well, then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on just for a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. We're gonna get her ass. How I met my Feeny. Oy. Hate her and her bitch-ass knitted sweater. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey. We don't really make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Shut the fuck up, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. Alright, let's get her. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself. No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Brother, that's not, that's not a flex. The courthouse reading room. That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student doing, like you doing in a courthouse reading room? Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. If it pleases your Honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. Girl, what was the paper? On what? On the relationship between modern Senryu poetry and the criminal... Girl, what? Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Again with the midlife crisis stuff. That moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat. Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Phoebe is handsome. Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen.
Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
Now I'm calling his wife a dozen. Oh. Beautiful mushroom growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. Oh my god. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my Phoebe. So you think he's shit? We've been going out ever since that day. So, how did she... Were there any bad feelings between you, Mr. Swallow? No, none at all. We parted on very good terms. That can't be.
Our investigation also shows it was a clean breakup.
Are you sure? So, you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you? Well, you see... What a cruel thing to ask a lovely lady like this.
By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife.
What does that have to do with anything? Alright. Alright. Alright, let's see what's in that police report. Ah! Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. Okay, let's, present. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of this cocky smile on your face?
Is that really worth an objection? Another tragedy? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report, and that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in the criminal case just 8 months ago. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. It's true, about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. Alright, let's keep going. I can highly tell what's more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. Oh my god. I love the writers of this game. And the localizers. They all deserve credit for how funny this game is. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. Alright, let's see. Let's get her ass. Girl's a liar.
A liar!
Okay. Let me check what the newspaper says on the court record. Okay, very little information is being disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria said to have been a lawyer. However, police... Okay. But it was in the cafeteria. Okay, what were they discussing? Oh, shut up. How long were you gone? I've already answered all these questions for the police, but if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes! My perfect little dolly doesn't poop? Are they really this stupid? Oh, Feeny, please. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Yeah, someone. A special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard it's almost impossible to detect. Oh! She must have gotten her pharmacological boyfriend to do that. Alright, let's see. I think if I present Doug... Yes! Okay, I got it. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had an easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Boom. I knew it. Aha. I feel so smart. The last game I felt so stupid. This game I'm like, oh my god, I'm feeling so smart. Granted, it's the first level, but I'm feeling like a genius. Actually, you know what? I felt like a genius doing the opening case too. So, I don't know. The culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You. No! May I say something, Madam Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. Oh! Boom. You were forced to get rid of a container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's where you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is that person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So the defendant was the witness's accomplice? Of course not. She gave him the poison to him disguised as a present. That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day that the Phoenix witness met and fell for Mr. Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding one piece of evidence that wouldn't give her away. I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
No! What?
The crash out is real, folks. Objection! Phoenix! You can't do that. Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyways? Oh, that's so mean. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of that necklace. Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she's always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. That's so funny. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying, but you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... Oh, so the chain I was making fun of earlier. No, that's a lie! Aww. Poor Phoenix getting his heart broken. Yeah, are you alright? Why would he do that? You ate it? How could he eat it that fast? Did he really? He did. There's no way he could have eaten it. Just listen to me. There's something you should need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. Could have only been her. That girl's a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. You moron. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. The defense believed that Dolly Hawthorne stole some poison the night before she killed Dolly Swallow. Naturally, her motive for stealing was to kill someone. If you're so certain of your theory, let me ask you this. Exactly who was Miss Hawthorne planning to kill? Yeah. Well, it's true that's how things worked out, but let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. I thought they were other... As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. It was a pretty good move she made. The evidence was missing for a long time, but there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Okay, but did he really eat the necklace? Like, he's gonna need surgery. She could admit it. Honestly, how could any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. It appears we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine, I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that, but first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look at your face? Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you? You really are that shocked?
Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But we're not finished. Fine, then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. I can't let her get away this time. Of course we can, but, like, can we get, like, force Phoenix to, like, do a poop sample or something? Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt. I bet it's that. If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. Remember what the defendant said in his testimony. But I lost my bottle around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallows, holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? 8 months ago. Okay. Which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone had accidentally run into the reading room by client Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. Hey, what's up, Jusuk? Hey. We are getting really into the heat of this. I'm about to get her ass guilty. I believe she did testify she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and cut the electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electric cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying the bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way that she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow. So we're just gonna have to test the cold medicine, and her ass is gonna be found guilty. Oh, is she gonna crash out? Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright, ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now.
Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey?
That's just fine.
For the time being, victory is yours.
For the time being.
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay? I'm gonna spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best.
Oh! Okay, so she's gonna come back later in the story. She'll be in the next case, I bet.
I refuse to accept this! The defense isn't show the scrap defense evidence to support their outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care! I'm Winston Payne! I don't believe one word this rookie lawyer has said!
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said. There, it's alright, rookie. For example, I wouldn't trust the witness, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right? And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Ooh! Get his ass. Man, Phoenix really stole her own flow with the point and everything. Oh my god, is this how he went bald? I'm dead. That's beautiful. His defeat was so devastating that he went bald. I knew there was something. You liar. By the way, Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dolly Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. Very well. Mr. Payne? It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true, my dear Dolly, achoo. Very well, then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant Phoenix Wright not guilty. Boom. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you lawyer it up. Alright, we have time to just get the next part of this case started. Mia, you were so wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. Mr. Grossberg, do you think you could maybe stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it's we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. Aw, poor Phoenix. Thanks. You know, I was thinking, the dolly that I saw up there at the witness stand, I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Right now, I'm studying myself to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should be able to save him in time. Same as Faye. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again one day. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. The memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia's gone now, but even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In the court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. Well, I think the day is coming up. No? Whoa. This guy is sick as fuck. Alright. I think he's the new prosecutor. Yes, I would like to save. The stolen turnabout. The time is 1 a.m. Beep! Okay, I don't need to do that. I don't need to make the sound effects. You'll hear them. Detective, we made it. Woo! What a relief. Oh, should I say it like a goon? Old definition? Oh! It's Gumshoe. You said it, pal. Would you mind opening the safe just to double check? Am I supposed to memorize that code? Ah! We've been had! Mask Damasks Solutions. Out front. Guards, turn on the searchlights. Ah ha 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 ha! Better luck next time, gentlemen! Ah ha 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 ha! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. I'm not doing a crazy laugh. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ah ha ha! Mask Damask. I'm guessing that's his name. Hey Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking out about now? Hee hee, today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean me and you are... Ah, don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course. Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyways? Hee hee, haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. That's right. It's our hometown, Pearly and mine, that is. Treasures from the boonies. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Currane exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but The promoter sent us special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? It's the same outfit. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I like that they assume we haven't played any of the other two. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. Hey, what are you calling shady? And this little girl's Pearl Faye, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin, and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Kurine Village is the home of the mysterious Kurine channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Kurine School channeling's master. Oh, I feel like the master's gonna show up again. Oh, no. I was like, there's a chat, and it's the fucking AI thing. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes, and it's the real thing, all right. Earth to Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Okay. And get to go see that broken vase from the case. The city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Why is the exhibit at the department store? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibit is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. That's really fishy. This feels like a setup. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek! A monster, you were right. Oh, monster? Is this Adrian from the last game? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. So, this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are all stored away in here. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Who's this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. Not really, I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must have been very tiring. Can't believe people used to be able to make career changes. That seems like the most fictional thing about this whole story. In this economy, handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So what is with that face she's making? Okay, I feel like she's gonna set us up for something. What is this? Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Ami, right? Yes, that's the statue of the woman who invented the Kurine channeling technique, Ami Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. What's that creepy-looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me, how should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so. This is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Kurine Shichishido. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, phooey. I wanted to cut something. Oh my god. Oh look, it's already 8. Have you all eaten yet? Well actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Something about this whole thing is fishy. The very next day, something terrible. Are we defending her again? Nick, this is terrible. You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. Treasure heist? A Phantom Theme Mask to Mask. According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure, Lordly Taylor, you don't think... Yes, now get up! It was stolen by Mask to Mask, our most valuable treasure. The Kuride Sacred Urn was stolen. Brush my memory a little. What? The Sacred Urn? It's only the most important treasure in Kurine Village, that's all. Look, it's right here on this poster. I remember. Do you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul, namely the soul of Mystic Ami Faye, the founder of the Kurine channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Ami written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Well, I remember she broke it and put it back together. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. Oh, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything. Oh, okay. She's gonna remind us what happened. Well, if you weren't there for the last game, here it is. 1 year ago, the murder in Kurine Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Well, you just said it. In front of everyone. Now I remember, this urn used to say Ami on it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. I'm not so good at arts and crafts spelling either. Anyway, this is how her glowing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong and now it says I am instead of Ami. Alright, let's go to the exhibition. It's Gumshoe! I would watch them kiss. Or am I? It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now's a good chance for you to try to remember it, right? And if it's too long for you, you could just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah, good to see you again, too, I guess. Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Master Mask. I know about that, too. Detective, can you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night around 1:30 in the morning. We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault. The thief got away, pal. He saw his one case and gets a swelled head. Think he's that ace detective. Ace detective? Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Master Mask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Master Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Master Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lord Lee Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make that up. So what's he like? Well, like I told you, Master Mask has made 5 heists so far. The 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow. That is impressive all by himself. Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever caught Okay, so the detective guy is Master Mask, is what we're hearing, right? That's what I'm figuring. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now looking for clues. So what's this calling card? Here it is. Okay. Alright, let's go talk to him at the basement warehouse. Oh, this guy's definitely the thief. Are you... I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at all. I keep doing this voice for people, but it feels like these are the kind of voices they spam. Shh! Silence! Maybe I should make it British. Nah. Now I see. No, that's not the right British accent. Oh, well. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. Zavari. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Neither very advanced at the trade. Am I wrong? Yikes. That's scary. How'd you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I'm a traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill you what should be the first duty of any gentleman. And introduce myself. My name is Atme Luke Atme. Luke Atme. Ah! Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Oh, is he? Maybe I should do a British accent, but like a posh British accent. Because he's kind of like a Sherlock Holmes, yeah? Yeah, I'll do a British accent. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Shall we begin our little game? So you're really as famous as you say? Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I am Master Mask's arch enemy, the ace detective. Look at me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's pattern, I've thwarted his very latest loathsome licensee. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megida, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Master Mask, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. But he did somehow get him arrested? Well, compared to the treasure I retrieved for them, it's not much. Like about how I devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see, huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night, here in Lordly Taylor? Naturally. Wherever Master Mask goes, you will find at me laying his elegant traps. Well, he didn't fucking get him. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course! After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. Rude. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Master Mask's calling card. You arrived before the calling card even arrived? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. Calling card arrived, right? Yes, so ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. And waited for him, alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such singularly useless group of nincompoops? You have a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let the mask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. Corn-sealed? Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies first, you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Quoting himself. Ugh, annoying. What a fucking narcissist. The Mickey Mouse meme. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappeared? How, you ask? Don't be so ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. So you're saying that even though no one came through these doors last night, our precious urn, that's... Yeah, from under his nose? I don't think so. Well, okay, there is an open box of paint. So he won't let us investigate? Okay. Well... That's annoying. What do I do? Hey, I love museums, Phoenix. Don't be a jerk. I'm a dweeb, though. I understand that. It's so annoying that I can't examine anything. So, do we ask him anything about it? Maybe let's ask him about the calling card.
Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. My arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such top secret police information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer and an ace spirit medium and an ace cousin apprentice here.
Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you are too pursuing the mysterious thief.
Well, I'm not. That's right. We're going to find the sacred herb no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere.
If perchance you should discover something of value, then return to my office.
My office of earthly delights, the Acme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delights.
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do.
I'm like kind of going in between like two accents. Okay. Now we can examine. Okay, that's the box with the urn in it. She made the boxes? Oh, the sword. It looks broken. The sword. Wasn't Mystic Ami holding it last night? Ah. Well, yeah, why else would it be just like randomly on the fucking floor, I'll bet. Awesome, really wouldn't expect anything less of my little ace apprentice. Last night, someone used it somehow. Maybe Detective Atney smashed mask to mask with it, like this.
Ouch!
What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it was even more. I think it's even more bad than it was before. Okay, and then we got a bunch of paint. Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. It wasn't here last night. I would have noticed the color that's outrageous. Well then, you should have cleaned up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of the stain. Huh. Right, I wonder what it could be. Just the calling card of a piece of... No. Oh yeah, it's moved. Is there any paint that's like... Okay, there's the color paint. The camera only went off once last night. Well... Okay, I think we've... Oh, there's a ladder. I remember that line. Okay, I think we've gotten everything in here. So... let's go back to the exhibition hall. His phone is ringing! Hello, Phoenix Wright here. Oh ho ho! It's Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally. This underdog is the alpha dog today that stuck-up detectives met his match. Yep. I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying you captured Mask to Mask? Bingo! Well, actually he surrendered, but I still got him. Surrendered? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What? Something wrong? Do you think you could swing by the detention center sometime? He wants to talk to us? Huh. Alright. Well, I think that's a good place to stop for tonight. Thank you all for joining. And I will be back next week. I was gonna stream more Tomodachi Life on Thursday, but an old friend is in town, and I'm gonna see them Thursday, so that will happen next week. I guess that'll probably be my last Tomodachi Life stream, because I'm a little bored with it, I won't lie. I mean, it's fun, but I'm tired. And I really want to stream Black Ops and Black Ops 2 when they re-release for the PS5, which I'm looking forward to. So I will do a finale for Tomodachi Life next week.